All right, let's talk about how bad the Chevelle is. That was the big question, right, Bravo? How bad is it? Let's get into it. It's better than we thought by a substantial amount. So we went over what's going on up here. I think we talked about all that a day or two ago. Just really the overall state of the sheet metal outside is pretty good. Considering this car sat outside for a decade and a half, 2 decades maybe. The outside of the car was heavily coated in epoxy primer. They definitely doped up the outside, but the inside is basically just as you see it. It was stacked up full of crap, which I cleaned out tonight. And there's the hard part is going to be getting behind these seams and slide in here a little more. Shut up, bro. You're fine. Getting back into here, the only real way to do that is to remove the roof skin and the quarter panel. You know, and that's what you're looking at, is the inside of the roof and the quarter panel seam right there. You know, and getting inside all that crap. So we're gonna grind, sandblast, buff, wire wheel, polish, and rust prevent and epoxy coat and rust encapsulate everything. Now this is exciting though. I found a basket of these things and gave that just a shot of WD-40, but look at that. Look at how amazingly smooth and easy that is. Like that feels super smooth. It's not binding up, it's not rattling. So I'm super stoked about that. And yeah, this is the first time, tonight is the first time that I've ever actually sat in this car. Bravo's not thrilled about it. You know, he wants to go outside and bark at the squirrels or something, but this is the first time that I've actually sat in this car. It was tonight. So, you know, I started buffing a little bit up here just to play around with the battery. My grinder was dead. So, you know, getting behind that stuff and getting inside these cavities, that's going to be the hard part. And that's where, you know, we're going to put the blaster, and just probe the hell out of that stuff. We'll turn the pressure down on the blaster just so we can abrase it without warping. We don't want to warp the top side of that. Shut up. He's complaining. That's his impatient voice. And then we'll get up there with like a misting nozzle and fog POR or Eastwood rust encapsulator or something. That's, I mean, really, it's better than I thought. It's better than I was hoping for. It's not as good as I was hoping for, but it's better than I was expecting. Let me say that. It's not as good as I was hoping for, but it is better than I was expecting. So, today is Thursday, September 28th or 29th, and I'm hoping to have this body and the interior, at least from here back. I don't know, there's no front end on it. I might as well do the front as well, but coated in epoxy primer a week from this Saturday. So in 10 days, I'm hoping to have this epoxy coated. A little bit of a spot right there yet. That one's real good. So that's where we're at. That's just a quick update and a rundown on the Chevelle. Oh, I've got a carport coming for outside. Since you can see we're just working in a 2-car. I bought a 13 by 20, like a canvas carport with all the ventilated windows and stuff like that, and that is going to be outdoor storage for the car and for parts. And then when the time comes, I'm going to rig it up and make that a makeshift paint booth. And that's how we're going to do this. We're not going to do it in here with the parrots and stuff like that in the house. We've got, believe it or not, we got 16 different parrots in the house, and we can't have the fumes getting in there. The fumes would be really toxic for them. So anyway, worms are in Bravo. What? We're gonna. He's complaining. That's he's trying to bite me. We're gonna sign off, and if he keeps complaining, he's gonna spend the night out here in the garage. But we'll see you guys in a couple days after I've got some more. Well, let me back up. One thing every night. I'm trying to get one thing every night, or at least work on the car a little bit every night. Even if that means just come out here and grind this part. You know, tonight's project was to get the car emptied out where I could get to this stuff. You know, so like if I can come out and just buff out the floorboard in one night, and then in another night get, you know, this piece done, I'm going to have one thing, at least one thing done every night. That's what we're going to do. Just get one step at a time. So anyway, now we're going to take this goddamn angry parrot inside. Later, gents.